It happens like this. You expect a normal picture from a neural network, but you get a scene that gives you goosebumps. Recently, I conducted another experiment. I went to the video generator and typed in just one short phrase. An old man who lives alone in Siberia. It would seem, what could there be? Snow, a hut, an old man in a sweater chopping wood. The standard set of cliches. But what the neural network produced really threw me off balance. It didn't just draw a character, it created a scene with one inexplicable, strange detail. In the video, the old man is holding the camera himself. Do you understand? He is filming his life as if he were vlogging. But wait, this is remote Siberia. There is not a soul around for hundreds of kilometers. Where did a lonely hermit get a professional camera? And most importantly, why is he doing this? Why does it look like a real, live report from a place where there is no communication? Today, I'll show you this video and explain why this random glitch in the neural network is actually a brilliant directorial move that I still can't forget. Translated with Deepo.com, free version. In general, I often torment neural networks with strange requests. I am interested in testing the limits of their imagination. Can the algorithm convey not just an image, but an atmosphere? Drama. This time, I wanted to test realism. Why Siberia? It's a classic survival story. Harsh winter, absolute loneliness, struggle against the elements. I expected to see a standard documentary, cold tones, an old man sitting by the stove, looking out the window. At most, he walks through the snowdrifts to get water. I wanted to get high-quality footage for the background, a quiet story about oblivion. You know, there is a prejudice that neural networks are just calculators that glue pixels together. I thought, well, it will give me a grandfather in a fur hat and that's it. I was prepared for a boring result, but the AI decided to take a different path. Instead of just showing me survival, it decided to show me everyday life, an everyday life documented by the hero himself. At that moment, I realized that the experiment had not gone according to plan, and that was the most interesting part. So let's see what we've got. The frame opens. We see a snow-covered wasteland, but the focus quickly shifts inside the house. It's an ordinary old, creaky hut. And then the twist happens. The old man isn't just sitting in the corner. He picks up the camera, and we see the world through his eyes. A trembling hand, a characteristic selfie angle. He begins to walk around the house. He shows us his simple utensils, some plates, old pots, food supplies. It's as if he's giving us a tour of his room. He goes to the window and shows us an endless white field with no sign of human life. Absolute emptiness. Then he turns the camera back on himself. At that moment, it seems like he's about to say, "Hi everyone, today on my blog." It was so vivid and frightening at the same time that I pressed pause. I didn't ask the neural network to make an old man's vlog. I asked for survival. But the algorithm decided on its own that in 2026, even a hermit in the taiga should be recording something. And you know what I felt? At that moment, I realized that I had just figured out how to actually make long, engaging videos using AI. You don't need to ask it to make a movie. You need to ask it to film life. Let's think about this paradox. I gave the command survival, and he shows me food and dishes. But that's what makes the video brilliant. Why does it grab us? Because a story's born. We look at this old man and subconsciously begin to fill in the plot. Who is he filming this for? Maybe he has children in the city whom he wants to send this recording to? Or is it his video diary, so he doesn't go crazy from the silence? The neural network accidentally tapped into the deepest human emotion, the need to be heard. When a person talks to a camera in complete isolation, it's no longer just a video. It's a manifesto. I'm alive. I'm here. Look at me. A drama about loneliness in the digital age grew out of an ordinary request. This vlog from nowhere creates a sense of intimacy. It's as if we are peeking at someone who is the last person left on Earth, but continues to chronicle their daily life. And here arises the main question that haunts me. If there is no one around, then who is he so diligently showing his plates to? Who is this video intended for? This incident opened my eyes to how neural networks work today. Previously, they simply copied reality. Now they create context. AI has learned to connect things we never even thought to ask for. It added everyday life, dishes, food, small movements around the house. And that made the scene cinematic. It is these details that bring graphics to life. Look at how a modern AI director works. It takes your dry request and layers human habits onto it. You ask for an astronaut, and it draws him looking at an old family photo. You ask for an old man in Siberia, and it puts a camera in his hands, turning survival into a documentary. This means that AI is no longer just a tool for drawing. It becomes a co-author. It throws in ideas that can change your entire script. One random element, and suddenly you no longer have a boring nature video, but a philosophical parable about the connection between man and the world through the lens. How can you use this effect for your content? It's easier than it seems. Don't try to prescribe every step to the neural network. Give it room for error. The secret to cool visual stories is in short but atmospheric prompts with an emphasis on details. Instead of writing, a man is walking through the forest wearing a jacket. The sun is shining. Try adding a paradox. For example, the last fisherman on a frozen lake, recording audio on an old tape recorder. Or a man at a lighthouse, setting the table for two, even though he is alone. It is these kinds of hooks that make the viewer watch the video to the end. People love riddles. They love to ask why. And neural networks are now ideal for generating such questions in batches. Use this for your short films, stories, or even full-fledged YouTube projects. Sometimes one small detail, like a camera in the hands of a hermit, is worth 10 minutes of expensive graphics. As a result, one simple request turned into a whole story that I hadn't planned to tell. An old man in Siberia, filming his life on camera in complete emptiness. It's an image that makes you think about how much we want to be seen, even if we are at the end of the world. Even in the deepest solitude, a person continues to look for someone to talk to, even if it's just a lens with no one behind it. Or is there? After all, you are watching this video right now. Friends, what strange or scary details did the neural network reveal to you? Write in the comments what the craziest request you would like to check out is. And by the way, if you're interested in how I compose these prompts to get lively stories, subscribe to the channel and like the video. Write the word prompt in the comments, and I'll share my prompt generator, which will help you create similar atmospheric videos. See you in the next experiment.